morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, and I've got little Mia with me, and the poor dear is probably just freezing. It is about 20 degrees here in Pennsylvania, and I have her in her little Easter outfit that she's going to wear this year, and thought I'd share it with you all and do a tag that I was actually tagged in. But before I get to that, I wanted to just talk a little bit about Mia's outfit. I got this outfit from eBay. The lady's name is Nancy, and as soon as I shore up all the details about this outfit, I can share it with all of you that have Carla's or perhaps even Charles by Claire Taylor. Those are the micro preemies. Or even if you just have micro preemie vinyl dolls. The woman typically makes 8 to 10 inch clothing for dolls, but Mia, of course, is a 13 inch doll. That doesn't mean that you have to buy 13 inch clothes, though, because clothing is so all over the place, as we know with our own clothes that we buy for ourselves and for our other babies, our regular size babies, let's say, that clothes can really differ in the way they're cut and everything. But this lady makes these outfits by hand. The headband was mine from another outfit. So she does do headbands, but she made an outfit to go with this little romper. And unfortunately, the bonnet is huge on Mia. She tried to alter it based on measurements that I gave her. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. But she's working right now on potentially making me a replacement bonnet, or maybe altering the bonnet that I have. I'm not really sure. I'll let you know once I know. We're talking right now on eBay. I so wish we could just talk through Facebook or something, because it's so much faster than trying to go through eBay, but I don't want to jeopardize my account since I have dolls for sale on there, and ask her if we can talk outside of eBay, because eBay does cruise through the emails once in a while, and they do catch people trying to make deals outside of eBay, which they totally don't want you doing. But anyway, this outfit, it's kind of like a crocheted top, and it's not crocheted with traditional, yarn. It's some kind of floss or something that it's crocheted with. She puts little pearl details and cute little flowers on there, and then of course the bottom part of it is a very pale blue. Would have been good for Theme Thursday as well. I had this back when Theme Thursday was going on. Just had a busy week with a sick kid, so I didn't get around to Theme Thursday. But better late than never, I guess, right? And she also made the booties. Now the socks came from Embrace and Reborns, and I just kept them on because they're that light blue color, and I thought they looked cute. And in a way, I wish she would have done maybe a blue booties, because I have white booties already that I got from Marty. But I wasn't going to be too picky. I was already asking her to take a 10-inch outfit and alter it to Mia's specifications. And she did that, and it was really cool that she was willing and able to do it. I wanted it to fit with Mia's Happy Heinies, because I don't put disposables on really any of my dolls. So having the Happy Heinies or cloth diapers creates a lot more bulk for my dolls, and I just wanted to have it go, work with that, because the person that told me about this seller, she also has a Carla, and she's on Instagram, and her channel on Instagram is called Love4 Reborns. So Love4 Reborns, and I believe her name is Shelly. And I don't know if she has a YouTube channel or not, but she has an AA Carla, and she has, I believe, a biracial Charles, and they're just both beautiful. And she bought a 10-inch outfit, and probably with a disposable diaper, a 10-inch outfit fits these little babies pretty perfectly. So if you don't want to mess with that, once I give you guys the information and you have a small baby, feel free to shop away, because she's got beautiful stuff. So now, enough of that, I will move on to the tag. The tag is from Wishes and Wonder Reborn Nursery, and that's Mia, and I have Mia here to help me with Mia's tag. She asked us some cool questions regarding a would you rather situation. And there's about 3 questions, I think. Or 2 questions. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I'm trying to look at this. So here we go. So would you rather trade your entire current doll collection for 2 free silicones or reborns of your choosing of any value, or keep the dolls you have now but never be able to buy or trade anymore? This is a hard question, as all of these questions are hard to answer, because you know, as a collector, I am always in the market for seeing new dolls and experiencing different art form. So it's like, and both of these questions basically, well, actually, the first question doesn't say you can't buy any more dolls. It just says you're trading them all for 2 dolls of your choosing of any value. So that doesn't really restrict you from purchasing more down the road. And then, of course, the second part of it does restrict you from buying or getting any more dolls. So I think, as hard as this would be, I think I would go with trading the entire collection for 2 dolls of my choice, because again, I like to experience this art form like on a constant basis. I bring in new dolls. I'm very satisfied with my collection, and I would hate to see every single one of them go, including this little girl right here. But if I could never ever bring any more dolls in, I think that would hurt me more than not being able to keep up with this passion, this hobby that I have of wanting to always be around different dolls and hold different dolls and really admire the art. So yeah, that is really a hard question, and I think that is what hinges my answer, is what I'm able to do in the future. Because, you know, my husband and I were talking, and he had talked to me before. He's like, you know, do you think you'll ever stop bringing in dolls, or do you think you'll ever stop, you know, collecting? And I said, as of right now, no. And I said, I think I'll always see something. There's always going to be another doll out there that I'm going to think, wow, that is amazing. And I would love to see that in person. If I get the opportunity to see it in person, whether it be buy it myself or see someone else's or see it at a doll show, that's what I want to do. But spending time with the dolls is what really helps me really take in and determine whether I really, really love the art or not. Seeing it once at a doll show or at a meetup, it helps a little bit, yeah. But for me, I like to really absorb everything, and I stare at these dolls all the time. And I say that on occasion. But I do. I sit and stare at them. Like, I'll hold them at night while I'm watching TV, and I just look them over like I'm inspecting them all the time. And it's not that I'm inspecting them for flaws. I'm inspecting them for the details and the beauty behind this art. So that's my answer. I know that probably like it sort of cut me a little bit to answer in that way, because I am very emotionally tied to all of my dolls, and it's hard to let any of them go. But to experience like dream dolls that I have in my head and still continue to collect even beyond that, that just kind of does it for me. I know, Mia's like, what are you talking about? Alright, so question number 2. You've been asked to help out a local nursing home. Would you rather donate 1 hour a week for the next 6 weeks to being at home? Wait a minute, what? Donate 1 hour a week for the next 6 weeks. I might have made a typo on this. So donate an hour of your time taking a reborn with you, and staying at the home with the reborn, and talking and interacting with the residents, and then you just bring the doll back home with you. Or would you donate a free reborn without having to spend the time at the home? My actual preference for this question is I would want to do both. And I know that's not the point of the tag. You're supposed to choose one thing. The reason I'd want to do both, though, is because I love being around elderly people. I just love talking to them and hearing their stories from how they're, from their childhood and their ways of life that they've gone through, the things that they've seen and everything like that. And I just love hanging out with elderly folks. When my husband worked in an old folks home, he would go off and do, if he got called into work, that is, he would go off and take care of what he had to do, and I would go find someone to go chat with. And I might hear the same story over and over again while I was sitting there with them for an hour, but I didn't care, because I just thought, this is so cool to hang out with them, because they have such wonderful stories, and they've lived, a lot of them have lived through some really tough times. I'm talking like the Depression and, World Wars and things like that, and it's like, whoa, it's amazing to hear them, share their experiences with you. But since we have to pick one, I would probably donate my time. I would take a reborn. I'd probably take a reborn doll that, I wouldn't be too overly scared of, anything happening to it. Probably one that had painted hair versus rooted hair, just so I wouldn't feel like I was more worried about the doll than enjoying the experience with the people that I would be helping. But I would definitely want to give them a doll, or more than one, so that they would have it, for years to come, that kind of thing. Okay. So, oh yeah, there's 3. The last question. Your entire extended family is planning to spend a week together on vacation at the shore. This makes me laugh because, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine going anywhere with my entire extended family, especially for a week. My family is weird, guys. They're like, I don't know, I can't explain it, how my family is, but anyway. So you'd love nothing more than to bring a reborn with you, but a couple of your family members don't like your dolls. So would you rather bring the doll and deal with the inevitable confrontation and teasing, or would you leave the doll home and avoid the drama? I would probably, if I'm going to the shore, based on where we're going to and who I'm going to be with, if I'm going to the shore, I'm probably going to be, near water and things like that, and that's not something I'd want a doll around. So I would probably leave the doll at home. Plus, family can be your worst nightmare when it comes to things that you like, because they know you really well, and a lot of times there's no filter when they talk to you. They just straight up tell you how it is. And my family especially is like that. So I think feelings would get hurt, and potentially not good could come from that situation. So I think I would just, rather than deal with it, and deal with the potential of getting, of damaging a doll by having it near that kind of situation, I think I would just not bother taking the doll with me. If it was a situation where I was going to have my own room, just my family, my immediate family was going to have our own room, I might take the doll and leave the doll in the room whenever we go out. But for the most part, I think, because I normally don't take dolls with me much, I usually leave them at home. I feel safer when they're at home, because there's less chance of other people wanting to hold the, you don't have to deal with any of that. You don't have to deal with people, ooh, can I touch it? Can I hold it? Can I dress it? Can I help you? I don't know. I just don't like to show off my collection in that way. Especially if there's people that don't really want to see them. And would be very, blunt about their feelings towards them. So, I just don't think that would be a good situation to intentionally put yourself in. Especially if you knew it. If you didn't know it and you did it, that's different. But if you knew it, why would you bother putting yourself in that situation? I don't know. That's me. So, okay, Mia, I promise you're not going to go anywhere, my little dear. This is just a tag that we're doing for Mia, okay? So anyway, guys, I hope that you will all join in on the tag if you haven't done it already. I'm a bit late. She announced this tag a week or so ago now, and I'm just now getting to it, and I apologize. Life sort of gets in the way of things, of your plans, and that's kind of what happened with me here. But I hope you will all have fun and join in on the tag. I can link Mia's original tag in the description below, so that you can listen to the questions as she told them, instead of the way I kind of butchered that middle one there, because I'm pretty sure I have a typo. Something wrong there. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and have a happy Easter too. I hope we're not really doing anything for Easter this year. My daughter is going to Callie, that is going to Easter service with her boyfriend. She is dying to get to school today Monday. Good gravy. Dying to get to school on Monday so she could see him. She hadn't seen him at all last week, and they see each other every week. So it was kind of a really rough time. She was very grouchy and just not herself. Plus, she wasn't feeling well there for the majority of the week. But once she got better, she was really itching to go see him, and she couldn't see him. Because he got sick too, so it was just like this big mess. And Goldie, I think, is going to a service as well at a different church with another friend. And it's also the same church my mother-in-law goes to. My husband is planning to lay floor down. I know, he really celebrates the the holiday. I have no interest in cooking a meal, like a big meal. I mean, I'll cook something, obviously we have to eat, but I'm not feeling cooking the big meal thing. So we might go out to eat at some point at a later time, and you know, we'll end up doing that. But as of right now, we're not going to do anything spectacular anyway. So there you have it. But I hope everyone has a lovely Easter if you celebrate Easter. If you don't, have a wonderful weekend. I'm sure I'll be back on again this week, but I just wanted to say it now before I forget, because I tend to forget to say things like that, and then I hear all these other folks saying things, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't say that. So I always feel bad. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining, and have a wonderful day. It's beautiful out here, other than it's chilly. But I've got to get this baby covered up. It's killing me that she's got her legs and her arms out. And I'm here sitting in a coat and gloves. I'm like, oh, poor Mia. I know some people don't have issues with that. You know, they realize it's a doll. And I realize they're dolls too. But I just dress them how I dress. That's just how I am. That's how I was with my babies too. I dressed them how I would dress. If I was cold, I dress them warmer, and you know, based on the temperature outside. So yeah, this is killing me right now, having her in this very skimpy little romper with her little limbs out. So alright guys, have a wonderful one, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.